So the find function is possibly the biggest time-saving shortcut and the least used by people. So I've got a short list of names here. Now, if this was a longer list, obviously you can see the benefit would be a lot easier. If I wanted to find and return all the Skywalkers in this list, one option would be to go through it by hand and look for every time I find a Skywalker and change the colour. So I could spot my Skywalkers, I could see the Skywalker rows standing out. Now, I could go through it manually by hand. Some people might like to print it out and highlight them off, but I would find them all eventually, as long as I didn't miss any. I could highlight the Skywalkers and be able to see them. If I wanted to be a bit more ambitious than that, I could use some conditional formatting and have it so that all the Skywalker rows turned green. There is a faster option just for a quick check. So say I've got a big long list, and now in this length of this list, I could probably just look and spot the Skywalker because it's quite a distinctive name. But if in a longer list, it would be harder, especially if it was going several pages. So they're not on the screen at the same time. If I press Ctrl and F, I bring up this little option here. Now, if I just type in Skywalker, it tells me that I have got 2 entries with the word Skywalker on this sheet. And it highlights them both in green. It's not done anything to the formatting. It's not permanent. It's just highlighted them for me. And it's even taken one to the top for me, ready to see. So I can see that there's Skywalker there. If I click the next one, it takes me down to it as well. So I can see them and it shows me where they are. That's a really powerful tool. It's quite good if I know I've got something off the page as well. So for example, looking at this data set, I can't spot anyone called R2D2. So I'll use Ctrl F, R2. So R, there's lots of R's. R2, oh, hang on, there is a result. And he's right down at the bottom here. He's actually off the page, or the visible page. He's down here with a list of other names that haven't been included. So the search function goes off the visible screen and it goes down the bottom. It'll only stay within a single page or a single sheet. But that is a really powerful tool because you can just jump to him straight away and find out where things are. So if this had been a 2-page 150-row document, I'd be able to find and narrow down to someone straight away without using filters or any unique formulas or anything like that. It's also useful because you can return an exact value. So I can remember from marking that somebody scored 12 in their test. I can't remember who it was because it was a blind mark test, but I can maybe, or I've mislaid or forgotten it. But if I go Control F and just put in the value 12, it'll tell me, oh, there's one value of 12 there, and that's it. Brilliant, I found Kylo. So it is quite useful. You can also then use this as a find and replace. So, for example, I get told that Skywalkers can no longer be called Skywalkers for various reasons. I could change their name, Skylark, and I could change and replace all Skywalkers with Skylarks as well. So if there'd been an error, I could sort it out that way. Or I could find out that all the Bs from last year's grades actually should be B pluses. I get the option to find and replace as well there. So it will automatically fill and do those rather than me doing it by hand or doing it manually. So Control F brings you up the little find box, the most underused shortcut and time saver there is in Sheets. Enjoy it.